We also have the next pick here, by the way.
I've got a Ford F450 on the screen and no ticker at the
Yeah.
bottom. So what are we doing here?
Yeah. This is one that I would have. So I had him at like 47. This next pick on my board. It's one that I would have moved up pretty substantially because I'd heard that this team had a lot of interest in him. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. Colin Castleton?
It's not Castleton. No.
Okay.
They're not taking Castleton at 29. Yeah. Do we want to? It's not Colin Castleton at 29.
Okay.
It is. Let's just say it. So they've taken Julian Strawther at 29.
Oh, okay.
Great shooter. Like, awesome shooter. I'm a little bit lower, frankly, on my board. Like, I have him at 46, and I have him like I have a tier break there. I thought he was more of a, borderline guarantee two-way guy. But Strawther's an elite shooter, like, undeniably. I think he has real NBA range from day one. I don't think he can defend, is my issue.
Yeah. I'm there with you. I have him 33.
Yeah, you're a little higher, so let's talk about that. Do you just buy the shooting to that level?
I buy the shooting to that level, but at his size, you get a little bit more of a longer leash defensively. Like, I have him above a guy like Brandon Pajemski because I think at his size, you can do more to try to hide him, or at the very least, like, there are more pathways for him to do some things on defense. He tries hard. I will say that about him on defense. Like, he seems to care about that end of the floor and trying to defend, trying to get over screens or get through things. Really quick release on the shot. I think that he will kill in transition for this Denver team as a result of that. That is an appealing part of this fit for me. Is this is really a team that can utilize him in the right ways. When he gets downhill to his right hand, he's got a decent runner. Doesn't put any pressure on the rim, but it's a good counter move for when he gets run off the line. And I actually think I had some issues with his off-ball defense. That's where I worry in Denver, because this is a team that wants to play more hedge and recover on ball screens, which means your wings or guys who are guarding the corners are going to be more in rotation. I think Strawther has a chance to get exposed in some of those areas as a result.
Yeah, I think he's going to really struggle to guard like NBA level off-ball actions. It's just the reality, but you're 100% right. Like, the big thing offensively is not only can he shoot, but he can attack closeouts and get to that floater. And that floater is a 50% shot, just straight up. RA2BK asks, doesn't the floater for Strawther show good touch in his game, good size? Yeah, I mean, everything he does shows good touch in his game, I think. Like, he shoots out to 30 feet exceptionally well. Like, what's the number I have in the draft guide? Let's take a look. He was one of the best shooters from beyond NBA three-point range in this year's draft, if I remember correctly. Made 42.1% of his 95 three-point attempts from beyond 25 feet per synergy. Made 36.4% of his 22 attempts beyond 27 feet even. So he was like stressing defenses at a really high level. So yeah, no, I think this makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. I want to make sure they can blanket him defensively, because I think any scheme he's in rotation is one he can get challenged by. But I'm fine with this for Denver. Yeah, perfectly fine.
Yep. Perfectly fine with it for Denver. Someone asked, am I surprised Rayon Rupert hasn't been picked yet? No, I had him at 33 on my board. On my mock, I had him at 35 on my board, something like that, 34. So no, not all that surprised. Let's see here. Let's see if Shams has 30 yet. We should really just kind of be zooming through these.
Yeah, let's roll, baby.
We need to probably just like kind of stop the madness here. So trades. What did you say?
Clippers kept this one, right? Because this trade failed to go through, so they're still picking at 30.
Yes, the Clippers are still picking at 30. That is true. Big Mike S13 asks, who gets Strawther? Is that Denver? That is correct. Julian Strawther will be going to Denver. Let's see here. Shams, Shams gotta come through for us. One more time, buddy.
So second round trades here. We've got Boston sitting at 31. Denver at 32 after the swap with Indiana.
Yep.
And then 33, we just saw San Antonio trade out of that to Minnesota.
Yep.
What comes after that? Let me bring up my handy dandy full order sheet here.
34 would be Charlotte. For what it's worth, that's where I had Sensible. I'm a little bit surprised Charlotte passed on Sensible at 27, to be honest. Washington at 35, I believe, has that pick. Orlando has moved 36 to Milwaukee, and then Denver has picked up 37. And then the Lakers picked up 40 earlier today.
Did Denver keep 37, or is that back to Indiana?
Did Denver keep 37, or is that back to Indiana? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.